Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the only channel where the polished press releases get tossed out the window and what you get instead is pure, unfiltered reality, straight from the pavement to your screen. If you're new here, buckle up. Hey, we don't sugarcoat, we don't sell dreams, and we definitely don't read spec sheets like bedtime stories. We drive, we dig, and we deliver exactly what you need to know. Exterior today, we're diving deep into a nameplate that's always flexed more muscle than manners out of the 2026 Dodge Durango. And trust me, it's not here to play it safe. If you thought Dodge was going to tone it down in this new era of hybrids, electrics, and quiet crossovers, think again. The new Durango roars into 2026 with something to prove. Let's talk presence first. You can tell right away Dodge isn't interested in subtlety. Up front, the 2026 Durango wears a face that looks like it could punch through a brick wall. The grille is wide, squared, and unapologetically aggressive, flanked by slim LED headlights that look like angry eyes. Say seriously, even in broad daylight, this thing stares you down. The new front bumper design integrates aerodynamic inlets, but make no mistake, it still gives off that move or be moved vibe. Move around the side and the profile is unmistakably Durango A-long, broad-shouldered, and built like it's ready to haul both people and attitude. The fender flares are now more pronounced, giving off that wide-body Charger energy. The 20 and 22-inch wheels look properly fitted and no undersized alloys here, even in the mid-trims. There's a slight beltline crease that runs through the side, giving it definition without trying too hard. And finally, the roofline subtly dips toward the rear, adding a sporty edge to an otherwise muscular build. At the back, Dodge made sure you remember what just passed you. The rear is squared off with a full-width LED light bar that lights up in a crisp red glow at night. The racetrack taillight theme is back, but this time it's cleaner, tighter, and integrated with a more modern flair. The exhausts, big, bold, real, no fake tips here, and you get twin or quad exits depending on the trim, and they sound exactly like what you'd expect. Angry thunder. Even the rear bumper gets some chiseled action, hinting at the performance that lies within. Interior now, when you slide into the cabin, it's clear Dodge wasn't messing around here either. The 2026 Durango's interior gets a huge overhaul, ditching the dated plasticky feel for something that actually feels premium, even in the lower trims. The dash is fully digital with the customizable 12.3-inch driver display, paired with a massive 14.5-inch infotainment touchscreen that's angled slightly toward the driver. And finally, Uconnect 6 is here, smoother and faster than ever. Materials across the board feel elevated. Leather, contrast stitching, soft touch materials on the door panels, and metal look accents it all feels tighter, more considered, less like a rental, and more like a $60K plus SUV. Even the base trims now come with improved seats that are wide, supportive, and don't feel like afterthoughts. Higher trims, especially the R, T and SRT variants, get ventilated front seats, Alcantara inserts, and red seatbelt options, which, yes, we absolutely love. Space-wise, the Durango still offers 3 rows, and that's one of its aces. The second row is captain's chair heaven in the mid and high trims, giving real SUV comfort, not crossover compromise. The third row, still usable, especially for kids or shorter trips with adults. Cargo room hasn't suffered either. It's plenty generous with all rows up, and with them folded, you're practically driving a cargo van with the V8. Speaking of that V8 a broken bar, let's talk performance, because here's where Dodge still refuses to behave. You've got a solid powertrain lineup in 2026. The base engine is a 3.0-liter Hurricane inline-6 turbo, making 420 horsepower and 468 pounds-feet of torque. Yes, the same one that's replacing the old 5.7 Hemi. It's smoother, faster, and more fuel-efficient, paired to an 8-speed automatic that doesn't lag or hunt for gears. This engine alone gives the Durango real punch. A 0-60 in under 5.5 seconds for the mid-trims. But if you're here for the insanity, the SRT Hellcat is back. Yep, 6.2 liters supercharged V8 madness returns for 2026, delivering over 720 horsepower and enough torque to leave rubber on all four corners. Dodge claims 0-60 in 3.5 seconds, and after driving it, that's no PR fluff. It's bonkers. It sounds like a monster and moves like a sports car in SUV clothing. Launch control, stiffer suspension, adaptive dampers and the whole 9 yards. It's probably the most fun you can have in a 7-seater without breaking federal laws. Now, if you're worried about handling a fare, the Durango is still a big vehicle, but it handles better than you'd expect. Steering feel isn't numb, and even in sharp corners, the AWD system keeps you planted. Dodge has done serious work on chassis dynamics this year, and while it's no Cayenne, it holds its own remarkably well for a muscle SUV. Fuel economy? Well, it's a Dodge, so manage your expectations. The Hurricane engine gives you around 22 miles per gallon combined, which is a win over the outgoing Hemi. The Hellcat, if you're asking, you're not buying it for gas savings. You'll see low teens and love every drop you burn. Tech-wise, you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 5G connectivity, Amazon Alexa built-in, and even available rear entertainment screens. Sound system? The Harman Kardon setup with 19 speakers absolutely slaps. Plus, Dodge added more ADAS features: a lane keep assist, full-range adaptive cruise, and a new 360-degree camera with higher resolution. It's not Tesla-level autonomous, but it's a major upgrade from where Durango was even 2 years ago. Pricing? Dodge has played this one smart. The 2026 Durango starts around $43,000 for the Bass SXT, goes up to around $58,000 for a well-equipped GT or Citadel, and if you want the Hellcat-powered SRT, you're looking at $96,000 plus a, but honestly, it's a bargain for that much firepower, especially when you compare it to the German crowd. So where does that leave us? The 2026 Durango isn't pretending to be something it's not. It's not chasing Range Rovers, it's not trying to whisper in your driveway, and it's definitely not about minimalist luxury. This is still a full-blooded American bruiser, but now it's more refined, more tech-savvy, and more performance-oriented than ever before. Dodge didn't evolve the Durango to fit in they evolved it to stand out even harder. If you're someone who wants real power, real space, and a badge that still stands for rebellion on wheels, this new Durango is worth every bit of your attention. That's it for today's deep dive. If you got value from this review, hit that like button like it's a Hellcat rattle, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below telling us what you'd pick, the inline-six Hurricane or the full-on Hellcat beast. Until next time, this is Car Flash, signing off, where the hype gets fact-checked, and the road speaks louder than the showroom.